Number 6. If we take a close look at traffic flow patterns, we can see that sometimes slower is faster. Just compare traffic light-equipped intersections with rotaries. Of course, when a traffic light is green, a driver can continue straight through an intersection without slowing down. However, about half the time, the light will be red. In addition, even when a light has turned from red to green, drivers must often slow down when approaching the intersection because the queue of vehicles there will have only just started moving. There are also periods in which all lights must be red. This ensures that cars have safely passed through the intersection when the lights change, but it also means that there are times when none of the cars at the intersection are moving. In contrast, rotaries can often reduce such congestion because, while all drivers approaching a rotary must slow down, it is rare that they have to come to a complete stop.
Number 7. You'd probably never think of human waste as something useful, but surprisingly it helped the ancient Roman Empire get through a difficult time. When the Emperor Vespasian came to power, the Roman Empire was just recovering from a civil war, during which the war had used up almost all the wealth in its treasury. Vespasian was eager to increase the empire's wealth, so he began imposing some harsh taxes, including one on urine collected from the public toilets. Urine was used as a way to improve the quality of leather and as a cleaning agent to clean wool garments, and everyone that bought urine had to pay the tax. It was extremely unpopular, but the revenue collected from the tax helped the empire's economy recover.
Number 8. In the 1960s, high jumper Dick Fosbury changed the event forever by jumping in an unexpected way. Instead of facing the bar in the traditional manner, he jumped over it backwards. To understand why this unusual technique, now known as the Fosbury flop, was so successful, you must first understand the concept of center of mass. We have a center of mass, and it shifts as we change positions. Standing straight up, it is located within your belly, but it moves upwards when you raise your arms. It can even move outside of your body. If you bend forward, your center of mass moves to the area directly below your bent belly, where there is no mass at all. In the case of the Fosbury flop, the center of mass of jumpers is actually located below their bodies. Using the traditional style, jumpers had to lift their center of mass above the bar to avoid hitting it. But the Fosbury flop allowed them to clear the bar with their bodies, even though their center of mass was below it.
Number 9. Holography is a high-tech photographic process that subjects an object to a laser beam, recording the light which scatters thereafter. The recording, known as a hologram, can be presented as a three-dimensional image. In order to create a hologram, you need an object, a laser beam, and a recording medium. The first step is to split the laser beam into two separate beams using a half mirror coated with silver. The first beam, known as the object beam, is redirected toward the object. Upon hitting the object, some of the light from the beam is reflected onto the recording medium. The second beam is called the reference beam, and it is reflected by another mirror directly onto the recording medium. In this way, there aren't any conflicts with the imagery from the object beam. Instead, the two beams coordinate to create a precise image that is imprinted onto the recording medium.
Number 10. Group polarization can cause some problems in decision-making. It is characterized by the original opinions of individuals who become intensified in a group setting. This phenomenon is caused by people contrasting their points of views with those of others. Prior to the shared discussion of the subject at hand, the members form personal opinions that they expect to be superior to those of their colleagues. However, when the group decision-making process commences, and they find that their ideas aren't any more unique than those of other members, they may switch to a lot more conservative or risky position in order to stand out from the pack. Individuals will be motivated to do this if they desire acknowledgement and perceive themselves to be leaders. If some people in the group feel this way, a number of polar opposite views may arise.